That's a full throttle pass. She is absolutely rock solid. Wow. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're here with another Maiden. This time is going to be the FMS 64mm Dassault Rafale. I'm excited for this one. This plane looks really cool. It's in the NATO Tiger Meat scheme. It has a ton of scale features, obviously. The drum tanks, the wingtip missiles on the bottom. You got the fuel probe sticking out there, and they're all removable. Everything can come off. The nose cone is removable. But yeah, we're gonna get this plane up and flying. It also comes with the reflex gyro on there with I don't know if it's a safe feature with bank angle limits or if it's just auto leveling. I'm not gonna fly with the ordnance on there. I'm gonna remove those for the maiden flight. I'll leave the wingtip rails on there with the missiles attached. My stomach's in my throat right now, but yeah, let me get set up with this thing and then we'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back here. We're ready for the hand launch. I'm gonna hand launch it in its safe feature to help me out. It is kind of hard to grip this thing from the bottom. It's pretty wide across the bottom, so you got to kind of have some bigger hands, or if not, I've seen some people cut holes in the bottom to grip it. I'm just gripping it down in the bottom. Feel like I got a good grip on it. But yeah, let's get this thing hand launched and see how she goes. Oh yeah, that is beautiful. All kinds of jittery right now. I am in its safe feature, and she seems to be doing pretty well. I mean, she's flying hands off. I didn't do any kind of trimming, and you already got that super wide turn. So let's take it out of safe there. And I got some low rates dialed in for this flight, and she is flying actually really beautiful. It's I have it in the it's optimized mode, which is basically regular gyro, and man, I am like shaking for some reason. But it is, it is flying beautifully. Like, it is actually, wow, I'm impressed. Let's roll it over. I got these low rates dialed in there, so like got a lot of throw going. Flying over my head, sorry for that. But it is a Maiden. And it's flying hands off, man. I mean, that reflex gyro it's doing its business. You don't have to set it up. When I got it and I set it up, the model and the transmitter, I thought I would have to set it up in the Elevon configuration. You don't have to do that. You just leave it normal. The reflex takes care of all that for you. You just set it up nice and normal. And like I said, I haven't touched the trim yet. Like, this thing is just flying rock solid. I might bump up to a higher rate there though. Feel like it might need some up clicks there. It is flying absolutely beautiful. That's a full throttle pass. She is absolutely rock solid. Wow, I'm actually impressed. I'm gonna have to play with the rates a little bit. I feel like might need a little bit of higher rate than what I got. Wow, just wow. It is absolutely flying beautiful. Now I hear this thing's a high alpha machine. We're not gonna play around with any of that today. We'll get more comfortable with it. Like right now, I'm just like jittery because of the Maiden. It's a really pretty plane and I really don't want to crash it. But she is flying rock solid. I'm on a 3-minute timer. I'm flying it on the 4S 2200. It's the using a Liperior Pro pack. It's a 75C, and man, there's my timer already. And I really don't want to put this thing down, but I'm gonna have to. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna put her back into her safe feature, which has it really locked in. Man, that reflex gyro is really working really nice. I'm actually impressed. There's very little wind here today, so let's see if I can get her to come around here. I gotta drop some altitude here. Now, in its safe feature, it has like a little bit of up elevator programmed into it by default. So it's kind of holding the nose up on me. We're gonna cut the throttle right there and just let her glide right on in. Add a little bit more throttle. And there she goes. When I did that there and I put her up in a nose high, pretty much high alpha, it looked like it's gonna do a high alpha very, very easily. But man, she flew absolutely gorgeous. I am super stoked, super impressed with it. I'm gonna pause right now and bring her back to the table and talk a little bit more about it. All right, so that was a maiden flight of the Dassault Rafale, the FMS Dassault Rafale 64mm. Man, it flew like a freaking dream. I was so worried about the hand launch because it is kind of hard to grip it from the bottom of there. If you got some pretty decent sized hands, you can grip it from the bottom. I was able to grip it from the bottom. I saw videos of people, you know, trying to hand launch it and they were having problems gripping it from the bottom, and they actually cut, you know, holes into it to get, you know, a grip on it, because it is kind of wide and flat down there at the bottom, so you need something to grip on. I was able to you know, get across the bottom and grip it fine. And even though I was able to grip it pretty good, it wasn't a 100% sure grip. So I wasn't 100% sure when I threw it, if it would just flop out of my hands. But it literally flew out of my hands, and it couldn't flew more stable out of my hands. Like it was very effortless. So you don't have to be too concerned about it, especially I took off in its safe feature. But yeah, man, we're gonna get more videos with this guy in the air and we'll test all that out. But like I said, you can see all the scale features. You got the removable missiles there, the removable drop tanks, the wingtip rails are also removable. This nose cone is also removable. It has a clip inside, it's not magnetic. There's a clip inside. And the fuel probe here also removes, it slides forward and comes out, and that's plastic. And also, actually, there's another thing I want to point out. There's a lot of plastic bits of it. You got all the these antennas down here are all plastic. These intakes here are all plastic. All this is plastic. Hatch, and we're gonna pop this open here. So I am flying on the AR-620 receiver, which I have here, and there's your reflex gyro. I have the Liperia 2200 Pro, plus I have Velcro on the battery itself. But man, this thing flew like an absolute dream. Go around it here a little bit. It's just gorgeous. I'm so super pumped and so super excited that it flew as well as it did. It couldn't have flown any better. And I got a little bit of grass underneath of there. I'll take that out. Put that back on there. But yeah, man, there you have it. This Dassault Rafale 64mm from FMS. But yeah, that's the maiden flight of the FMS 64mm Dassault Rafale, and we will definitely absolutely have more flights with this guy, testing out its high alpha performance and just its maneuverability, because it feels like it's going to be very agile. Got to play with the rates a little bit, with expo and rates and how I like it, and we'll get through all that in future videos. So for more videos of this, stay tuned, man, and I'll see you guys next time.